All right. I knew you'd want to see my beautiful face today. Just kidding. I'm going to do the end of the day read aloud. I'll make sure that I show you the pictures. I'm not going to flip it to the iPad because I can't really go back and forth. So it's a pretty short chapter. We're going to read chapter 8. If you're following along in your own book, it's called The Mummy. We will read this chapter, and that is going to close out our day. So if you remember from the last chapter, they had just found, what was it called? The Book of the Dead. They had just found the Book of the Dead for the lady, for the queen, and then they went to this other room and they just saw a coffin, right? And they had not looked inside the coffin yet. So the next chapter, you all wanted to know the next chapter's name at the end of the reading that we did last. It's called The Mummy. So if you guessed that there was a mummy inside that coffin, let's find out if you're right. Here goes. A real mummy, Jack thought. Bandages were still wrapped around the mummy's skull. But most of the bandages had fallen away from the face. It was Hutepi, Queen of the Nile. Hutepi's mummy wasn't beautiful. It had broken teeth, little wrinkled ears, and a squashed nose. Its flesh had withered. Flesh means skin. Had withered or kind of started to go away. Its eyes were hollow sockets. There were no eyeballs in it. The eyeballs were gone. The rotting bandages on the mummy's body were coming off. Jack could see bones. What do you think? Do you think this is something that you would want to see? I don't know if I would like to see that. All of the rotting body and the skin that's gone and the eyeballs are gone. The teeth are broken. She's all wrinkly. I don't think that's a very good sight to see. Oh, gross, cried Annie. Let's go. No, said Jack. It's interesting. So Annie doesn't like it, but does Jack like it? Jack thinks it's interesting. Annie says, forget it, said Annie. She started out of the room. Wait, Annie. Come on, Jack, hurry, cried Annie. She was standing by the door. Jack pulled out the Egypt book and flipped to a picture of a mummy. He read aloud. Ancient Egyptians tried to protect the body so it would last forever. First, it was dried out with salt. Okay, so they wanted this mummy, this body, to last forever. Does it sound like that worked? The mummy is kind of withering away, right? Her skin is starting to go. Her teeth are breaking. She's all wrinkled. So she's not completely gone, but it doesn't sound like she's in great shape either. So I'm not sure that she will last forever, the mummy. So it says that to try and make them last forever, they dried them out with salt. Ugh, stop, said Annie. Annie's grossed out. Listen, said Jack. He kept reading. Next, it was covered with oil. Then it was wrapped tightly in bandages. The brain was removed by... Yuck, stop, cried Annie. Goodbye. She dashed out of the room. Annie, called Jack. We have to give her the Book of the Dead. So here's a picture. Jack is giving the mummy the Book of the Dead. Feel free to pause back there if you want to see the picture for longer. But Annie was gone. Jack reached into his pack. He pulled out the scroll and the scepter. He put them next to the mummy's skull. Was it just his imagination? Or did a deep sigh seem to shudder through the room? So he thinks he hears a noise. Did the mummy's face grow calmer? Jack held his breath as he backed out of the mummy room. He hurried through the boat room and headed down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, Jack heaved his own sigh of relief. He looked down the hallway. It was empty. Hey, Annie, where are you? He said. No answer. Where in the world was Annie? Jack started down the hallway. Annie, he called. He had run out of the pyramid. Was she already outside? Annie! Help, Jack! Came a cry. The voice sounded far away. It was Annie. Where was she? Help, Jack! Annie! Jack started to run along the shadowy hallway. Help, Jack! Her cry seemed fainter, so it's like sounding farther and farther away. Jack stopped. He was running away from her voice. Annie, he called. He went back toward the burial chambers. Jack! Her voice was louder. Jack! Jack climbed the stairs. He went back into the boat room. He looked around at the furniture, the musical instruments, and the boat. Then he saw it. There was another door. It was right next to the door he had just come through. The door was open. Jack dashed through it. He found himself at the top of some stairs. They were just like the stairs outside the other door. Then he went down the stairs into the hallway. It was lit by torches on the wall. It was just like the other hallway. Annie, he called. Jack! Annie! Jack! Annie was running through the hallway toward him. She crashed into him. I was lost, she cried. I think this is one of those false passages. But to fool the tomb robbers, said Jack. What does he mean, a false passage to fool the tomb robbers? Do you know? Pause me if you think that you know. So remember what the tomb robbers were, right? They were people that would come in and try to steal the things that they had with the mummy, all their gold and their money and all those things that they're buried with that are valuable. So people would try to steal that, right? And so to try to protect that, they would make false passages, they called them. So like doors that were like fake. They didn't really go anywhere. And they maybe looked like they were supposed to be going in the right direction, but it was actually going the wrong way. So it tricked the robbers, and the robbers couldn't quite figure out where to go because of these false passages. Okay. A false passage? Said Annie, panting. Yeah, it looks just like the other hallway, said Jack. We have to go back into the boat room and out the right door. Just then they heard a creaking noise. Jack and Annie turned around. They looked up the stairs. They watched in horror as the door slowly creaked shut. A deep sound rumbled in the distance, and all the torches went out. Oh my goodness, I'd be pretty scared right now if I were Jack and Annie. What do you think? Make a prediction really quick. Where do you think that they're going? Where is this place? Where are they? What's going to happen? Think about some of those questions. All right. We will find out. You guys, I really hope that Cooper's feeling better tomorrow. I have a half day anyway, so I won't be here in the morning. You'll do another recorded Saxon lesson. You'll do writing. There's directions on the schedule for writing. And let me think what else. Language arts will be recorded again. What was I going to say? But I should be back for math. I should be back for end of the day read aloud. Okay, I will let you know if anything changes, if Cooper's still not feeling well, and I have more recordings for you. But I'm hoping that this is it. Okay, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. And I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.